to WA versus Newton South. We are excited to get this meet started. There was a time adjustment, so we'll be starting at 6:45, but if you join us late, no problem. This will be recorded for you to see anything that you missed. Just to let you all know, with diving, we are recording as we speak. They are just Westford Academy, but Newton South chasing them down, not far behind. In the water doing freestyle for Westford Academy now is Italian swimmer, one of our exchange students, Elena. Let's see if she can pull off this win for the relay. She looks like she has it under control. Not far behind her though is Sophia from Newton South. Westford Academy with a win of 151.71. In second place, Newton South with a time of 158.15. In third place was Newton South. In fourth place was Westford Academy. In fifth place was Newton South. In sixth place, Westford Academy. And in seventh place, Westford Academy. All right, we are back. Hopefully that sound is a little bit better for you all right now. Thank you for dealing with our technical difficulties. Next up, we have the men's 200 medley relay. Right now, we are still waiting for a heat sheet as well. So in lane 4 is Quinn Schwab, Vincent Zhu, Will, and Andrew. In lane 6 for Westford is Sahil, Nate Bott, Han, and Davis. In lane 2 is Nate G, Brendan, Dhruvan, and Rishi. Right now we have Newton South in the lead after the backstroke. Vincent Zhu trying to catch up and do a little bit of work here. This is a great showdown meet a couple of years ago with a very close meet between the boys teams. We'll see who comes out on top tonight. Newton South gaining some yards on that breaststroke. Beautiful breaststroke. Here comes Will Estevez for Westford trying to make up those yards. But it looks like Newton South holding on to a nice lead. All right, Newton South still got about a body length. And here go our freestylers. A powerful freestyle right now. Andrew DeBazio in the water trying to make up some of those yards, but I don't think he'll be able to do it as Newton South cruises into the finish. Right now it's a race for third place, a great race from Newton South with a time of 1:41.79. Second place, Westford Academy with a 1:43.67. And our Westford's B relay comes in third with a great swim. Newton South in fourth. And Rishi's cruising into the finish for fifth. Great job, boys. I apologize about our Newton South swimmers. Right now we have the girls heat sheet for our teams from Newton South, our swimmers from Newton South, but we're still waiting on the boys heat sheet. So hopefully we will get that to you very soon. Thank you for your patience. And we want to make sure that we let all of our swimmers shine. So we'll do our best to get that to you very soon. Up next, we have our women's 200 freestyle. In lane 1 from Newton South is Sarah Volpe. In lane 2 from Westford is Estella. In lane 3 from Newton South is Arentina Zane. In lane 4 from Westford is Clara. In lane 5 from Newton South is Claire Hopper. In lane 6 from Westford is Olivia E. In lane 7 from Newton South is Noah Munn. In lane 8 from Westford is Vivian Ader. Right now, Cara Dominici leads the pack with her 200 free. Newton South's Claire Hooper is right nearby, catching some speed on Cara. Both Olivia and Estella in lanes 2 and 6 doing great. Right now they're turning on their legs as they're in the second half of their race. Cara turning at the wall about 3 seconds ahead of Claire. All right, here comes Cara into the finish. Very strong swim for Cara with a 158.93 in second place. Claire Hooper from Newton South with a 202.97. In third was Estella from Westford with a time of 209.04. In fourth was Olivia from Westford with a time of 209.70. In fifth from Newton South, a time of 214.81 goes to Noah. Great swims for all of the girls, and we'll check back on some of those results later on. Next up, we have the boys 200 freestyle. Again, I apologize to our Newton South listeners. We will hopefully be getting a heat sheet to you very soon. But for Westford, in lane 4 is Oliver, lane 6 is Trevor, lane 2 is Owen, and lane 8 is Doug. Just for all of our viewers, lane 2 is closest to us, and lane 8 is furthest from us. Or I should say lane 1 is closest to us, and lane 8 is furthest. All right, our boys are off. Like I said, this is going to be a close one between NS and Westford. Right now, we have Newton South in the lead. Captain Trevor King and Oliver York not far behind, although we still have Newton South over there in lane 7 gaining some speed. This is a close race. At this meet with these boys, it's really important to have that depth. You can have swimmers that get first, but it really counts to see who gets that second, third, and fourth spot, because those make up for a lot of points as well. So if Westford can hang on to this second and third spot, that's great for them. But Newton South might take it. They're looking really, really strong tonight. All right, Newton South turning into his last 50. Oliver turning into his last 50, as well as Trevor King. The 200's a tough race to swim, considering it is really in between a sprint and a distance event in high school. So it's hard to know how much to give your energy to, but looks like these guys are pretty awesome at it. Wow, a great time of 1:49.55 for Newton South. Oliver with a time of 1:52.77 in second place. Trevor in third with a time of 1:56.09. Great races from all of the boys in that event. Nice job. Next up, we have the girls 200 IM. In lane 2 from Westford will be Rosie Deeks. In lane 3 from Newton South, Sunny Tian. In lane 4 from Westford is Mia Burns. In lane 5 from Newton South is Eleanor Bacon. In lane 6 from Westford is Elena Svoboda. In lane 7 from Newton South is Mary Pierce. And in lane 8 from Westford is Charlotte. All right, this is another close race for the girls. Right now, it looks like Elena Svoboda from Westford is out in front. Close to her, we have a great race between Mia Burns as well as Eleanor Bacon from Newton South. It looks like both Mia and Elena ahead of Newton South into the turn, but Eleanor won't let them go that easily. We'll see how the breaststroke looks. The breaststroke leg of this race could make or break your whole race. Mia Burns is a really strong breaststroker for Westford. We'll see if she can hold on to that lead for this part of the event. But it looks like Eleanor has a great breaststroke as well, so we'll see if she can gain some yards. Great breaststrokes from both Sunny and Mary on our outside lanes. As expected, Mia Burns well ahead with her amazing breaststroke going into the freestyle. Eleanor close by Elena. We'll see if she makes up for that couple yards during the freestyle. Sunny looking great over closer to us in lane 3 from Newton South. Great race from Mia Burns with a 2:18.53. And in second place, Elena Svoboda with a time of 2 2:23.66. In third place, Eleanor with a time of 2:25.73 from Newton South. In fourth was Sunny from Newton South. In fifth was Rosie from Westford. In sixth was Mary from Newton South. And in seventh was Charlotte from Westford. All right, up next we have the boys 200-yard IM. In this event from Westford, in lane 2 we have Sayhill. In lane 4 we have Brian. Lane 6 is Han, and lane 8 is Gruvan. Again, we apologize about the Newton South names. We're hoping to get those by the time the first half of the meet is over. In the lead right now, we have Brian Hall from Westford in lane 4. Two Newton South swimmers close behind him. We'll see if he can hold on to this lead. Again, it's all about that breaststroke as well. We'll see if he can keep a hold of it. For those of you just joining us, just a reminder that diving is being recorded and will be posted later on in the evening. Brian going into his breaststroke looking strong, with two Newton South swimmers keeping close behind. Han in lane 6, and Sayhill in lane 2 looking strong as well. Breaststroke is not Brian's best event, but he is looking really strong, holding on to that lead as he goes into his last leg, the freestyle, where he always does a great job. It's already proving to be a great meet between our boys swimmers and our girls swimmers as well. Here comes Brian Hall into the finish with two Newton South swimmers not far behind. Brian Hall with a time of 2:02.70, and from his reaction and his teammates, seeming like a great time for him. Newton South in second and third place. Han in lane 6 for fourth. Druvan in lane 2 for fifth. And Newton South in lane 7 for sixth. And here comes Druvan in for the finish in lane 8. Great swims, 200 IMers. Next up is our last event of the first half of the meet. We will have 2 heats of this event for our girls. In lane 2 from Westford, we have Sharyu. In lane 3 from Newton South, we have Zoe Zalkind. In lane 4 from Westford, we have Elena. In lane 5 from Newton South, we have Sophia Arboleda. In lane 8 from Westford, we have lane 6 from Westford, we have Eloise. And in lane 7 from Newton South, we have Sydney Finkelstein. And in lane 8 from Westford, we have Jane. Oh, it's a close race between Newton South and Westford. And Westford will pull that one off with a 25.88. Second place in lane 3 was Zoe Zalkind. Great swims for 50 freestylers. We'll check back in on those times from the results. Unfortunately, they don't stay up long enough for me to read them all, so we'll check back on those later. Next up is heat 2 of the girls 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Newton South is Noah Rayson. In lane 2 from Westford is Ella. In lane 3 from Newton South is Isabella Wilson. In lane 4 from Westford is Katie. In lane 5 from Newton South is Mia Songer. In lane 6 from Westford is Sophia. In lane 7 from Newton South is Ludovica Crespi. In lane 8 for Westford is Emily. She's looking very fast for heat 2 swimmers. We'll see if anybody breaks 30 today. That would be an awesome swim for these girls. Ooh, swimming into the finish. We might have an outside sweep. Oh, great finishes, both under 30 for Westford swimmers. For Katie and Emily, great swims, girls. Great swims from all of our swimmers. All right, and our last event of the first half of the meet before we take a warm-up break is our men's 50 freestyle. For our Westford swimmers, in heat 1, we have we have Kyle in lane 2. We have Andrew in lane 4. We have Chris in lane 6. And we have Vincent in lane 8. All right, here comes the boys. Fast starts from all of the boys. It's going to be a fast race. I would say don't blink or you'll miss it because these boys are fast. Hard to tell who's first to the wall, but it looks like it's very close between NS and Andrew from Westford. We'll see who pulls it off. It looks like NS is reaching ahead for number 1 finish in lane 5 with a 23.3. Second place in lane 4 from Andrew with a 23.3 as well, 23.37, just 0.07 seconds apart. Great race. And now we're headed on to heat 2. In heat 2 for the Westford boys, we have Davis in lane 4, Rishi in lane 6, Nate G in lane 2, and Suyash in lane 8. All right, looking like Westford in the lead. Davis in lane 4. Wow, with great speed going into his second half. He's turning on the jets as he comes into the wall. It's going to be a great time. 25.74 for Davis. Great swim. All under 30. Great swims for all of our freestylers. All right, everybody, we'll take a break now for our mid-meet warm up, and we'll be back with you soon, hopefully with some new heat sheets for our LS listeners. Alright everybody, we are back with the second half of the meet. Luckily I have a brand new heat sheet for us, so we should be ready to go. Right now we have the girls 100-yard butterfly. In lane 2 is Ruby Kerkorian from Westford. Lane 3 is Eleanor Beacon from Newton South. Lane 4 is Cara Dominici from Westford. Lane 5 is Jada Green from Newton South. Lane 6, Elena Svoboda from Westford. Lane 7, Iris Ham from Newton South. And in lane 8, unfortunately the name got cut off, but the last name is Lunachilo from Westford. Alright, right now it's a close race into the finish between Cara Dominici and Jada Green. And Cara will take the win with a 1:00:87. Jada in second place with a close 1:01:13. Great job, Butterflyers. Alright, up next we have our boys 100-yard butterfly. In lane 2 is Kyle Sand from Westford. In lane 3 is Noah Gonzalez from South. Lane 4, Quinn Schwab from Westford. Lane 5, unfortunately the name got cut off, but the last name is Bakhtiari from South. Lane 6, Will Estevez from Westford. Another name that got cut off, but last name is Almedley from Newton South. And in lane 8 is Ruben Prakash from Westford. Right now we have Will Estevez in lane 6. And we have Quinn Schwab in lane 4 battling it out. But it looks like we have Newton South inching up on Quinn Schwab. We'll see if he can pull off the win. Yes, Quinn Schwab will pull off the win with a 55:04 in second place in lane 5. Last name Bakhtiari, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, from Newton South with a 56:16. Great job, boys.
Girls 100-yard freestyle, heat 1.
Next up, we have the girls 100-yard freestyle.
Take your mark.
In lane 1 from Newton South is Chloe Mann. In lane 2, Charlie Takade from Westford Academy. In lane 3, Zoe Zalkine from Newton South. In lane 4, Elena Magri from Westford Academy. In lane 5, Claire Hooper from Newton South. In lane 6, Eloise Andrews from Westford Academy. In lane 7, Sophia Arboleda from Newton South. In lane 8, Olivia DeBazio from Westford Academy. Right now, Elena's holding on to a lead, but she was touched out earlier, so we'll see if she can hold on to it. Both Claire and Zoe right on her tail. Ooh, it looks like lane 5, Claire might have turned ahead of her, and she's sneaking ahead of her. Let's hope she can pull out that second place. Great swim for Claire Hooper with a time of 56.89. Elena Magri in second place with a 57.35. In third place was lane 3, Zoe Zalkind with a time of 57.50. All right, up next we have heat 2 of the girls 100-yard freestyle. In lane 2, Megan Mativier from Westford. In lane 4, Charlotte Ader from Westford. In lane 5, Allie Bean from Westford. And in lane 8, Maddie York from Westford. I just want to apologize again for some microphone troubles we're having. We're going to try to figure it out soon, but for right now, I'll try my best to speak up so everybody can hear me. Right now, Allie Bean in the lead in lane 6. Looking strong. We'll see if she can beat her speed time of 1:08.68. Not far behind her is Charlotte Ader, a freshman, in lane 4. Oh, this will be a great time for Allie with a 1:05.44, and Charlotte right on her time with a 1:06.83. In lane 2 was Megan with a time of 1:08.58, and in lane 8 was Maddie York with a time of 1:11.05. Next up, we have our boys 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1 from Newton South is David Fisher. In lane 2 is Tommy McKenna from Westford Academy. In lane 3 is Sam Harms from Newton South. In lane 4, Brian Hall from Westford Academy. In lane 5, Daniel Chan from Newton South. In lane 6, Chris Ballman from Westford Academy. In lane 7, Benjamin Shar from Newton South. In lane 8, Sahil Dua from Westford Academy. Newton South is in the lead right now. Looks like Daniel Chan will take this one in lane 5. Nice swim from Daniel Chan with a 50.82. Or I'm sorry, 49.53. Broke that 50 mark. second place was Brian Hall with a 50.82. Brian's having a great swim season so far. Nice job, boys. All right, up next we have Heat 2 of the boys 100-yard freestyle. Heat 2, lane 2 is Rishi Karsala from Westford Academy. In lane 4 is Davis Means from Westford Academy. In lane 6 is Nicholas Scarano from Westford Academy. In lane 8, the first name got cut off, but the last name is Adumulam from Westford Academy. Davis had a great first 50 freestyle. We'll see if he can top that with his 100 freestyle, breaking his seed time of 56.06. That's his best time this season. Close to him, though, we have Nicholas Scarano over in lane 6. They're making it into a race. Who will finish first? Wow, a great time for both boys. Davis with a 55.89, Nicholas with a 56.50. Lane 2, the 106.88 from Rishi. And lane 8 with a time of 110.69. All right, up next, hopefully our microphone issues have been solved for the time being. Thank you all for putting up with our technical difficulties as usual. It's never easy, but we make it work for these swimmers. Right now we're moving into our 500-yard freestyle. In lane 2 for Westford Academy is Brenna Donahue. In lane 3 is Noah Munn from Newton South. In lane 4 is Kate Edison from Westford Academy. Lane 5 is Mary Pierce from Newton South. Lane 6 is Olivia Manueli from Westford Academy. Lane 7 is May Korodek from Newton South. In lane 8 is Isabella Hess from Westford Academy. Westford swimmers starting out strong. Right now, Kate Edison, one of our captains, with a very strong lead. With Olivia Manueli not far behind her. From Newton South, cruising right now is Mary Pierce in lane 5, moving her arms and legs fast. Has a great tempo going. Kate Edison looking long and smooth as she goes into her first 150. Racing it out in the lanes closest to us are lanes 2 and 3. In lane 2, Brenna Donahue from Westford. In lane 3, Noah Munn from Newton South. Motivating each other. Same with over in lane 7 and 8. Both May and, I apologize if that name is cut off a little bit early on my heat sheet, but May and Isabella racing over in lane 7 and 8. Heat's 200 time at 2:07.71, looking strong. Here comes Kate in for her 300 with a 3:14.56, staying strong. Kate and Olivia both keeping a great lead. LS swimmer Mary looking strong. She's keeping that tempo quick, which is hard to do in that 500. Kate turning on her legs a bit more for this last part of her race. In the last half of your 500, it's important to overuse your legs more than you think you should be, because most likely they're not moving so fast with the lack of oxygen that's being produced and getting to those legs last. All right, Kate's going into her last 100, looking strong. And here goes Kate into her last 50. Racing the clock right now with no one around her. Mary Pierce looking strong. Unbelievable tempo as she pulls through this last 50, or this last 100, excuse me. Here goes Olivia into her last 50. And Kate finishes with a time of 5:24.96. Great job, Kate. Here comes Olivia in second place with a time of 5:51.44. Great job, Liv. And in third place, coming in fast and strong, is Mary with a time of 6:13.68. Westford is racing in for that fourth place finish. We'll see if Newton South will give it to them. Oh, nice race. In fourth place, Westford Academy. In lane 2, Brenna Donahue with fourth place, 6:44.55. Very close behind, a fifth place in lane 7 from May. Excuse me again if I'm cutting that off a little too early, with a time of 6:44.92. Great job to all of our 500 swimmers. They're the toughest ones around. All right, up next we have the men's 500-yard freestyle. In lane 2 is Han Park from Westford Academy. In lane 3, Ayal Tamir from Newton South. Lane 4, Oliver York from Westford Academy. Lane 5, Jaden Chin from Newton South. Lane 6, Trevor King from Westford Academy. Lane 8, Brendan Flaherty from Westford Academy. Oliver York in our longer freestyle events today, looking so strong as he takes out this first 100. Jaden Chin not too far behind, hanging on there with Trevor. We'll see if our Westford swimmers can take the lead or if Newton South will give them a run for their money. Again, we'll see a lot of the swimmers cheering on the people who are getting those third, fourth, fifth place spots, because depth is so important in these great, big, exciting meets to get those points. Looks like Oliver and Trevor will pull ahead a little bit from Jaden, but Jaden's still holding on strong. Oliver turning in for his 200 at a 2:00:62. Trevor with a 2:02:96. Jaden with a 2:06:94. Looking strong for that first 200. Oliver and Trevor giving each other a good race today, staying close by. Oliver turning at his 300 with a 3:05:32. Trevor with a 3:07:23. Jaden looking strong as well with a 3:15. Doing their best to finish out this last 200 of a tough race. Han and Brendan looking strong as well over in lane 2 and 8 respectively. Aya looking strong over in lane 3. Racing right behind Brendan is Ayal. Or I'm sorry, right behind Han is Ayal in lane 3. All right, Oliver looking strong as he's in his last 75 of this race, along with Trevor, close by. Trevor's best time this season is a 5:09:95. It's possible that he could beat that today. It might be tough, but it's possible. He really sprints this last 50. Here they go into the last 25. Wow, Trevor racing Oliver into that finish. We'll see who gets the win. And it will be Oliver with a 5:09.56. Trevor not far behind with a 5:10.27. Tough getting that same time 2 weeks in a row, and he was just right around that. So a great swim from both of them. Fun to race your teammates. Here comes Jaden in for his finish from Newton South. In lane 5 with a 5:33.03. Fourth place goes to Han with a 5:36.54. Great swim. Right on his time. And Ayal finished in lane 3 in 5th place with a 5:46.19. And in 6th place was Brendan Flaherty with a 5:54.73. Great job, 500 swimmers. It's a tough event. All right, up next, we have our 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, Newton South is a team of Noah Rayson, Ludovica Crespi, Mia Songer, Isabella Wilson. In lane 2 is Westford with a team of Charlotte Ader, Vivian Ader, sisters, Allie Bean and Olivia DeVazio. In lane 3 is Newton South with a team of Jenna Foster, Iris Ham, Mary Pierce, Eleanor Bacon. In lane 4 is Westford Academy's team of Elena Magri, Elena Svoboda, Ruby Kerkorian, and Claire Dominici. In lane 5 is Newton South's team of Claire Hooper, Sydney Finkelstein, Zoe Zalkind, and Sophia Arboleda. In lane 6 is Katie Hall, Sherry Takade, Mia Burns, and Olivia Manueli from Westford. In lane 7 is Newton South's team of Mevsa Korodek, Noah Mesa Korodek, Noah Munn, Sarah Volpe, and Chloe Mann. And in lane 8 from Westford is the team of Megan Mativier, Teresa Munchelio, Ella York, and Maddie York. I apologize again for the name mispronunciations. If I'm making some, I'm sure I am. Right now, it's looking like Newton South might take the win on this one. Oh, and Westford touches them out with a first place finish of a 1:45.74. Great final leg by Cara Dominici. A great second place time of 1:45.76 from Newton South. Awesome swims from everybody in that race. Next up, we have the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2 is Westford with a team of Dhruvan Prakash, Nate Bott, Doug Caggiano, and Nicholas Scarano. In lane 3 is a Newton South's team of Benjamin Shar, David Fisher, Alex Zhang, and Mark Chudnovsky. In lane 4 from Westford is Chris Fallman, Brian Hall, Andrew DeBazio and Oliver York. In lane 5 from Newton South is a team of Daniel Chan, Cheyenne Bakhtiari, Noah Gonzalez, and Sam Harms. In lane 6 is Westford team of Kyle Fan, Tommy McKenna, Vincent Zhu, and Trevor King. And in lane 8 is Westford's team of Nate Gales, Rishi Karsala, Arush Adamulam, and Suyash Moore. This is going to be a great race, I can already tell. Looks like Newton South was first out the gates. We'll see if they can hold on to that lead. It looks like, once again, Westford has stacked their A and B relays, so they're just about even in lanes 4 and 6, trying their best to keep up with that speedy Newton South first relay. In the water for Westford now, we have Brian Hall in lane 4 and Tommy McKenna in lane 6. Diving in the water for Newton South now is Alex Zhang, seeing if he can hold on to that lead. But right behind him for Westford is Andrew DeBazio, one of our best sprinters on Westford's team. So we'll see if he can gain some yards and give some room for Oliver York on his finish. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Almost at the same time, dive in Oliver York and Sam Harms. And Oliver edges ahead of Sam. We'll see if he can take the win. He's still ahead at the turn, but it's going to be close. Sam's not letting it go easily. And Westford pulls ahead for the first place finish of 134.14. Second place finish to Newton South with a 135.01. Third place to Westford Academy with a 137.93. Fourth to Westford Academy, fifth to Newton South, and sixth to Westford Academy. Great swims and great races in that relay. Moving on to the girls' 100-yard backstroke. In lane 1 is Sarah Volpe from Newton South. In lane 2 is Rumi Krikorian from Westford Academy. In lane 3 is Angela Yee from Newton South. Lane 4 is Kate Edison from Westford Academy. Lane 5 is Jada Green from Newton South. Lane 6 is Estella Cui from Westford Academy. Lane 7 is Anna Kuo from Newton South. And lane 8 is Jane Edison from Westford Academy. After hopping out of the 500 not too long ago, Kate Edison is back in the lead for her 100 backstroke. Racing her twin sister over in lane 8, Jane. Jada Green keeping close by Kate. Estella Cui as well over in lane 6. And Kate finishes with a 101.50. Jada Green's time not popping up quite yet. We'll have to double check those results because I think some of the timing got a little messed up on that one. So we will check back on the results after the meet for that event because those times will be incorrect. Up next, we have the boys 100-yard backstroke. In lane 2, Will Estevez from Westford Academy. Lane 3, Jure Liu from Newton South. Lane 4, Quinn Schwab from Westford Academy. Lane 5, Nicholas Hench from Newton South. Lane 6, Tommy McKenna from Westford Academy. Lane 7, I want to pronounce this name correctly. I'm going to try my best. Arush Dumoulin from Westford Academy. And in lane 8 is Owen Walpole from Westford Academy. All right, I apologize for that little delay. We're just getting the times figured out from that last event. Up next, we have our boys 100-yard backstroke. In lane 2, Will Estevez. Lane 3, Jure Liu. Lane 4, Quinn Schwab. Lane 5, Nicholas Hench. Lane 6, Tommy McKenna. Lane 7, Arush Dumoulin. And lane 8, Owen Walpole. Right now, we're at Nicholas Henson lead from Newton South, but it looks like this one underwater is catching up Quinn Schwab. Behind the top two, we have Tommy McKenna and Jure racing as well, but it looks like Nicholas Hench will take the win on this one with a 53.82. Great time. Second place for Quinn Schwab with a 54.07. Third place will go to lane 2, Will Estevez with a 1:00:27, his best this season. Fourth will go to Tommy McKenna from Westford. Great races from all of our swimmers tonight. Next up, we have our girls' 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 is, the first name is cut off a little bit, but I believe it's Ludovica Crespi. Lane 2 is Katie Hall from Westford. Lane 3 is Iris Palm from Newton South. Lane 4 is Mia Burns from Westford. Lane 5 is Aratina Zhang from Newton South. Lane 6 is Rosie Deeks from Westford. Lane 7 is Sunny Tian from Newton South. And lane 8 is Vivian Eder from Westford. All right, here goes our breaststrokers. Really strong pullouts from everybody. Mia pulls ahead from that long pullout. Not far behind her on either side, she has Aritina and Iris, both from Newton South. On the outside as well, over in lane 7, Sunny is looking strong from Newton South as well. Like I said before, getting those second, third, fourth places are really great at a high school meet because those points can balance out that first place or even outweigh it. Right now, Mia's holding on to first place with 2 not far behind her. 3 not far behind her. She's going to have a race into the end with Artina in lane 5. Will she touch first? Will she reach longer? Yes, she will with a 1:13.62. Great time from Mia Burns. Second, third, and fourth go to Newton South. Great depth in that heat for their Newton South breaststrokers. Nice job, girls. Our last individual event of the night, we have the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 will be David Fisher. In lane 2 is Andrew DeBazio. Lane 3 is Ryan Kong. Lane 4 is Vincent Zhu. Lane 5 is Daniel Chan. Lane 6 is Nate Bott. Lane 7 is Alex Zhang. And lane 8 is Doug Caggiano. Vincent, one of the first to pop up from that pullout, but it looks like he's going out strong. He's got Newton South on his tail. We got Newton South pulling ahead on this second pullout. Right now we have Daniel Chan in the lead with Vincent and Nate not far behind him on either side. We also have Andrew DeBazio closer to us in lane 2, as well as Ryan Cam in lane 3. This is a fast heat. Looks like they're going to be racing to the finish. Oh, and it looks like Ryan will pull ahead of Vincent. First place with a 102.08. Great finishes from all of these guys. Second place was Newton South with a 105.40. Third place went to Vincent Zhu with a 105.86. I'm sorry, third place went to Nate Bott with a 105.86. Fourth place to Vincent Zhu with a 106.67. Great race for our breaststrokers. Next up is our final events of the night. We have the girls 400 freestyle relay. In lane 1 is Newton South's team of Sarah Volpe, Mia Songer, Noah Rayson, and Anna Kuo. In lane 2 from Westford, we have Charlotte Ader, Brenna Donahue, Emily Fitzpatrick, and Megan Mativier. In lane 3 from Newton South, we have Sydney Finkelstein, Angela Yee, Artina Zhang, and Sunny Tian. In lane 4, we have from Westford, we have Cara Dominici, Eloise Andrews, Elena Svoboda, and Kate Edison. In lane 5 from Newton South, we have Claire Hooper, Zoe Zalkind, Jada Green, and Eleanor Bacon. In lane 6 from Westford, we have Estella Cui, Olivia Emanuele, Jane Edison, and Charu Takade. In lane 7 from Newton South, we have Mesa Koradek, Noah Munn, Isabella Wilson, and Jenna Foster. And in lane 8 from Westford Academy, we have Sophia Nigro, Ella York, Isabella Hess, and Teresa Municelio. Right now, it looks like Westford is in the lead. Leading us off in lane 4 is Cara Dominici. She's had some really great events today, winning some clutch races. Diving in next for Westford is Eloise Andrews. Looks like she'll hold on to that lead for her first 25. In the water right now for Newton South in lane 5 is Zoe Zalkind. Racing for that third place spot in lane 6 right now is Olivia Emanuele. In lane 3 is Angela Yee. Eloise will hold on to that lead, but Newton South turning not too far behind. Newton South has gained some yards. Let's see if our next swimmers can make a change. Diving in for Westford is Elena Svoboda, and diving in for Newton South is Artina Zhang. Right now, Emily in the water over in lane 2 for Westford. Noah in lane 1 for Newton South. Jane Edison in lane 6 for Westford. I apologize, Jada is in the water right now for Newton South. Artina is in lane 3. Isabella for Newton South and Isabella for Westford as well. In lanes 7 and 8. All right, right now we have a good race. Jada just pulled ahead of Elena going into our last leg of this 400 free relay. A couple of our best freestylers we have: Kate Edison, captain in lane 4 for Westford, and Eleanor Bacon in lane 5. Let's see if Kate can make up the yards that were lost for Westford. She's done it before. Just give her another 50. She could do it again. Eleanor is holding on to that speed, though, as they turn into the 50 at about the same time. And it looks like Kate has taken that lead back. Great race for Kate Edison, getting that relay in. It was a 3:36. I'm sorry, 3:48.57. Second place is Newton South with a 3:50.96. Looking like our places are getting a little bit messed up again, so we'll have to check back for final results on that. Great races for all our girls today. And strong finishes from Westford's last couple relays coming in. Up next, we have the boys 400 freestyle relay, our last event of the evening. In lane 2, Westford Academy's team of Davis Haynes, Sehil Dua, Pond Park, and Owen Walpole. In lane 3, Newton South's team of Benjamin Shar, Ayal Tamir, Ryan Khan, and Amir Almadici. In lane 4, Westford Academy's team of Chris Fallman, Brian Hall, Oliver York, and Quinn Schwab. In lane 5, Newton South's team of Siobhan Bakhtabari, Zaray Liu, Jaden Chin, and Nicola Hench. In lane 6 is the Westford's team of Will Estevez, Kyle Fan, Thomas McKenna, and Trevor King. And in lane 8 is the team from Westford of Nate Gales, Brendan Flaherty, Suyash Moore, and Arush Ademulam. I apologize again for some of the name pronunciations. This is bound to be a great race. It's been a great meet so far, with some really close and exciting races. All right, leading off our top relays in lane 4 is Chris Bauman, and in lane 5 is Siobhan. Chris from Westford and Siobhan from Newton South. Siobhan will take it out fast with a strong lead. Chris is holding on to that speed, though, as he goes into his second 50. Looking strong, not far behind them is the team of Will Estevez out in front. Holding on a strong third place right now. Let's see if Brian Hall can make up some lost yards and catch up to Catch up to Duray in lane 5 for Newton South. Strong underwater, and it looks like that's helping him catch up. As Brian Hall is passing Duray from Newton South. Not far behind Brian is their depth with Kyle Fan over in lane 6. And Brian pulls ahead. About a body length, looking really strong. Up next, driving in for Westford will be Oliver York. Let's see if he can hold on to this lead. Looks like he will, with about 3 body lengths of a lead. And we don't want to sleep on Westford's B relay. The Tommy McKenna taking up some yards, might even catch Newton South for that second place as well. I don't think Jaden's going to let that go too easily, though. He's looking strong in the second 50. And here goes Quinn Schwab in for the last leg of the relay. And Trevor King and Nicola Hench diving in for Newton South. Will Trevor King try to catch up? We'll see. Looks like Nicholas Strong, though, going into these second 50s. He looks powerful in the water. Westford Academy fighting for that 4th place spot, too, closer to us in lane 2. Owen Walpole looking strong as he goes into his second 50. And a win from Quinn Schwab in lane 4 with a time of 3:24.05. Second place will go to Newton South with a 3:29.40. Third place for Westford Academy. And fourth place will go to Westford Academy. Nice swims from all of our swimmers. 5th place will go to Newton South. We're cheering on our last relay in the water over in lane 8. Arush from Westford. And a great finish. Great job to all of our swimmers today. We had a great meet. We'll stick around for another couple minutes to see if they announce a score. And we'll be back with you soon. For the girls, Newton South 86, Westford 98. On the boys' side, Newton South 88 and Westford Academy 95. A couple of close meets with great swims. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you next weekend. Have a great night.